No, maybe take it off and put it in. Moshe, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Hi.
Hi.
I was on last week. I had technical difficulties, but I think I think it's good now. Can you hear me well?
Yes, it's perfect.
All right. Yes, so this is a 75-gallon tank. I recently switched over to your method. You know, we put 1 inch of dirt, maybe a drop more, 2 inches of sand, a drop more. So far, so good. You know, I have a resurrection jar going. I added some leaf mulch here and a few other places, building it up slowly. Actually, these two plants here, this one and this one, I actually pulled out of a local stream. So far, doing so good. I started trying to breed some rainbow fish. So I have them down here in a tank. I don't know if you can see it clearly. There you go. With the spawning mop, I got around 30, 35 eggs already. Excuse me. I got 1 male, 2 females in here. And I put the eggs in a little container over here in the corner of the tank. And we'll wait and see. They just, I did it on Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, and today I got some eggs. Maybe I'll take them out tonight. We'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it.
Looks great.
How's that?
Well, it's picking up this. The monitor. Just take. All right, I think we're getting things a little organized here. A little, Marcia, it's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Mostly, what's that, guppy grass in there?
It's called octopus something. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Stellatus.
Right. Yeah, nice plant. I really like it. What are these little guys down in front?
These over here?
Yeah.
Is that the Siamese algae eaters?
No, the plants.
Oh, the plants? This is water sprite. I forgot what that's called. There's like I used to have. They melted recently, but they're coming back now. I forgot what they're called.
Like abuse.
I'm sorry.
Abuse. Not abuse.
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
This one here I pulled out of a local stream. I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
This is a sword plant. It's actually melting a bit. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it's a little tiny.
What was that?
Well, it'll catch. It'll catch.
A little what?
It will catch.
Right. I put it in about 2 weeks ago, so I'm hoping it'll melt and come back. And then this one here, I also pulled this out of a local stream. I really have no idea what it is.
Where are you located?
I'm sorry?
Where are you located?
New Jersey.
Okay.
This is the tiger lotus. Behind that, there's red Ludwiga, it's called, I think. Yes. It's not so red, but I added a better lighting, so I'm hoping it's going to become more red. What else we got? That's pretty much it. Yeah. Definitely had issues in the past with my gravel tank, but I totally ripped it up. I put in dirt and sand, and I'm hoping that things will be great from here.
Well, it's looking good. You're doing great, and
thank you
for persevering and getting it together there. That's great.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. You bet. Let's see. Nicholas is on
this thing soon.
Nicholas.
That's me.
Hi. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, look at this. How pretty.
So I have to admit this is not a full father fish tank because I came in late and all that. I've only recently started following you and all that.
Okay.
But what I did do was I made a father fish planter.
Oh,
that was the best that I could do. So it's got the 2 inches.
Yeah, you're very bottom, aren't you?
Yeah, I was a bare bottom with the frequent water cleaning. Fortunately, deep well water, so really
Right.
healthy. Good. Didn't have to worry about chemical spikes or anything like that. I'm mostly a guppy guy. This is my female guppy tank, really. There's also a bristlenose pleco in there somewhere, but you know how good they are at hiding.
Right.
I was kind of hoping that you could help me out and tell me what plants these are. I went to my local pet store and just got a bundle, but they did not have any names. They could not tell me what they were
Yeah,
at all.
it looks like it might be Bacopa.
Bacoba.
I'm
Okay.
getting Bocopa.
Yeah, I've got like 4 different plants in here. I've got that one in the back.
Right. Now that one is not that one. That one is Anubias, and that you could actually glue onto this piece of driftwood in front.
Ah,
It's
okay,
not.
so it has a diome, does it?
Yeah, that's correct. That's
Okay.
the one with the rippled kind of leaves. Yeah, that one. That one right there in the bottom, kind of bottom left.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Yes, that
Yeah.
looks to me to be an Anubias.
Okay.
You,
And what is this?
that might be golden Nicaea. It's a stem plant, and the gold is kind of a giveaway. NYSEA would be my guess.
Yeah, that stuff is growing like crazy and shooting out these little rootlets everywhere. I love it.
Yeah, that's a stem plant. Very nice.
Yeah. And this other one is even growing
And
right out the top here. I don't know if you can.
yeah, that looks like the Bacopa. I think that's the Bacopa.
Yeah, it's
Up
really
here.
taken off in your method here. I was so surprised when I put the plants in at how amazing that the plants just like started growing like crazy right away.
Right. Very nice. Yes, some
Yeah.
plants will do that. Okay, so next time you come up, we're going to see a dirted tank there, correct?
Oh yeah, that's on the way there. I have a larger tank upstairs that has a common plecostomus and a few goldfish. It's a 65. I have a home for my common plecostomus already. Don't chew me out. So she's on her way to her new home next week.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Nicholas. We'll be watching your development.
Thank you, and thanks for all your advice. Your channel is amazing. I have been sending tons of people your way, so I hope you're getting lots and lots of new subscribers.
Okay, we want to see you move up in the natural world.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye for now. Let's see, Nicholas.
Hi.
Hi.
That's my son.
Hello. What's your name?
That's my son, Lennon.
Hi, Lennon. How are you?
Good.
Good. Tell us about Tank, Landon.
No, it's still Nick's tank. That's just my son.
Oh, okay. Nicholas. All right. Trish is here. Where'd Trish go? Trish, are you here?
I'm here. I didn't expect you to be so quick. I thought I was going to see some more.
All right. We're just moving it right along here.
You
Can
sure
you
are.
turn your camera sideways? Let's see if we can get a long view. Oh, that's great.
There, that's better.
Yes, it is. Very nice. Oh, look at this.
So I just got interested in what you were doing a month ago. So this is a month old.
Wow.
It grew like it just amazed me how fast it grew.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah, that's so nice.
That's your supplement and that's your plant package in there. I did get a couple extras. But...
Well,
yes.
good for you. All right.
Yeah.
What size tank is that, Trish?
It's a 20 high.
A 20 high?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in a small apartment, but let me show you because I loved it so much. 2 weeks after I started that one, I did a littler one just to see how it would do in a smaller tank because of my small
Oh, look
space
at
that I
that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and
Very
there's
nice.
celestial pearl danio babies in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's terrific. So have you started a food web in that tank for the
I
baby?
started a food web in both, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, okay. Fabulous.
I don't know if you can see kind of on the bottom, I've been putting in some leaves from the local ponds.
Oh, yes, I do see. Sure enough.
And I've had pretty good success. These rummy nose tetras, I went through a lot of those. They kept dying, but nothing else has given me any trouble at all. Like they're just so happy.
Well, they look good. Yeah.
These look good. These are the last 5 of 12 that I tried. And they were not
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, you turned the corner on, baby.
Yeah, I think I did.
Neons look nice.
Yeah, they're really happy. I don't think I should have started with the rummy nose. I think I should have started with the hardier fish. Just
Well,
lessons.
you never know. Yeah, that's right.
And then
Very pretty. Yeah, I like it, Trish. Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you for the idea.
You're very welcome. Yeah, appreciate what you're doing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye
Bye.
for now. Oh, well. There's Sean over there. He quit. He just gave up. I don't want to blame him. This the remote mouse. I've not experienced this before. The remote mouse, about 10 feet away from the computer, was sending mixed signals because it was wireless. I'm assuming as a result of that, we were not getting a clear, true, strong signal from the mouse to the computer, and so it was acting like it had a mind of its own.
It did have a mind of its own.
It had no mind. It was mindless, right? It was just opening things and closing things, and just creating total chaos. So we've now moved everything to the desk. I have a hardwire mouse.
A hardwired keyboard.
A hardwire, well, no, it's not a hardwire keyboard, but it's right up on top. A hardwire camera, certainly, which we had anyway, but we're a little better off here. Let's see, the tank right here in back of me, which is a kind of a cube. That's the next one we're going to set up. So we're looking forward to that. And I'm hoping we can get to that tomorrow. I'm going to try to get, we need to get these tanks set up in here. I've got about 7 of them in here, and we're slow getting going. We did get one. We'll do this one in place. I'll do that one in place, and then behind John is a 55, I believe. No, it's a 40. I think it's a 40 long. That one probably will get moved because we're looking to do something different on that wall. But anyway, this guy is kind of interesting. It's a 53. It's a 3-foot wide tank, 18 by 18. So it's approximately the same volume as a 55 gallon, 6 inches deeper, and probably the same height, and a foot shorter than a 55. And it's doing okay. I've got a few fish in it that are rescues, a bag or two of stem plants, and I'm gradually, as it kind of grows out and becomes more stable, I'll be pulling out stem plants and replacing them with Anubias and swords and Vallisneria and other sorts of things like that. Sagittarius, so forth. In other words, what I might do is get hold of Tricia and have her walk me through setting up setting this up as a formal aquascape. I don't know that I'm quite ready to do that, but I know I need to be ready to do that. So we'll see if she may just throw up her hands and call it a hopeless case. I don't know. That she won't be the first to do so. Let's see. We got a bunch of strange comments in the chat. See if we've got. What is that just popped up? Dennis Engel just made a $10 donation to the cause of crazy politicians. And again, I saw this. Colorado wants to tax pets, including fish and ant farms.
That's absurd.
Well, I tell you, yeah, they need to, in that case, they need to tax termites that are invading people's homes. They need to tax bed bugs. They certainly need to tax roaches and mosquitoes because clearly people who have a roach-infested house have such because of their housekeeping skills or lack thereof. So they need to be taxed for that. That must be considered a pet, and it is every bit as much a pet as a cat running around the house. Certainly as much as a cat, and certainly as much as a mouse or a rat. I think, in point of fact, what this really is all about is taxing, that is to say, controlling our relationship to the natural world. Now, if you think about this for more than 1 millisecond, you will realize that government has no appropriate role at all in the relationship between human beings and the natural world. That is not their ballywhack. Their ballywhack is not to protect nature from human intrusion. That's a perversion of the role of government. And by doing so, they are being not simply tyrannical, but they are assuming a role that they can only assume by virtue of not allowing the practice of religion as a function of natural human interaction. Now, follow me on this. The role of man in nature is how shall I say it? I can say God-given. There are some of you too stupid to understand what that means. So I will say it another way. The role of man in nature is fundamental. There is no other role that is more integral to the reality of a human being living on the earth than the relationship of that human being to the natural world. So there is, in fact, nothing other than the imposition of other human beings to try to stand between the natural world and other human beings and somehow be an arbiter of what that relationship ought to be. Breathing, for example. Collecting rainwater, for example. Keeping pets, for example. Digging in the ground. On and on and on and on. Government has no role whatsoever from a natural standpoint, from a natural position in the relationship between human beings and the natural world. That is not an appropriate venue for government involvement or government activity. Government is to govern the relationship human to human, if you will, from a social perspective, not to govern the relationship of humans to trees and grass and air and water, the natural environment. And this is all part of that. This is simply a way to inject some kind of authoritarian structure between human beings and the natural world. As such, it is a violation of the essential natural creator relationship between, if you will, between God and his creations. It's an attempt by government to literally play God and to be God. And as such, it must be overthrown because it is fundamentally demonic. Demonic being that which violates the fundamental relationship between man and nature, between man and creation, between man and God. So, how's that for an answer? Is that worth $10 to you, Dennis? And thank you very much for your generous donation. Now, what in the world is going on over here? Oh, let's see. Nobody's come up yet. We got crickets on that. Join the Father Fish Discord channel. Yes, Sacco Plant Lady, thank you so much for posting that link. Father Fish has my vote. Bravo, Chloe. Thank you. Father Fish for president. Moliola. Amen. Donna Arnold. Absolutely. Cornwall. Amen. We got a lot of friends here. Remind you of someone, Father Fish? Luke Lavish Fish. Yes. We cannot protect the natural world by being taxed. And you'd have the wisdom to. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. If I hadn't seen Father Fish getting so passionate, I would have thought taxing fish and ant farms was a joke. And I thought our political system was bad. Well, it is mad, and it is a joke. It's an insanity, but worse than that, it's an obscenity. It is deeply vile, deeply foul, deeply obscene, deeply vulgar, deeply contemptuous. It speaks to a level of corruption, of moral corruption, that in an earlier age would have been unfathomable. The very notion that we somehow are becoming more moral is itself an outrageous conclusion. How is it possible? How is it even conceivable to imagine such a thing when in the last 100 years, much less the last 50 years, we have slaughtered more of our fellow humans in war and in misguided, I don't even want to get into it, misguided mercy, we'll call it, slaughtered more than at any other time in human history. More people are dead because of modernism, because of our vaunted ability to invent machinations, than literally at any other time in history. How is it possible to even consider that we are more moral? We are not. We are less, vastly less moral. Read back, for example, the founders of our own nation and their wisdom, their genius, their moral brilliance. We don't have anyone today, anyone in a position of elected representative who has 1/10 the wit and wisdom as our very own founding fathers 200 years ago. We are far less intellectually astute, far less moral, far less grounded in ethics and in morality, in basic common humanity than perhaps we have ever been. We are we are vastly more corrupt. In our government, vastly more corrupt. So much so that we are tottering on the very brink of extinction as a species and as a governed people. How utterly obscene to call that in the dance of morality. All right, we're going to move. We're tired of doing that now. We'll do something else. How do you set up a father fish aquarium again, says James. Good point, James. We need to do that, don't we? Yes, we do. Let me get rid of There's Jenny. Hey, Jenny, the day has come when lies have become true. Amen to that. And Jenny is one who should know. And I'll say no more about that, but get to know this woman on Discord, and you will discover a level of understanding.
Let's see some people's time.
That is for there. Nobody's up.
Well,
No,
let's get some up.
well, I can't control that. It is completely up to those who are out here as the one that John is bitching and moaning and complaining from the peanut gallery back here. He wants some action. I'm just trying to fill in, John. Stacy Green. Most Karens don't even know what they're against. Yeah, right. Right. Doom Pie. Oh, well. Is the discard political talk or just fish? Well, Mike, they're one and they're of a part of each other. One cannot talk about fish. I mean, really understand this. There is legislation afoot in the Congress right now that will control every single fish in your tank. It's under the Lacey Act. And if you move one of those fish that are not appropriately designated across state lines, you will pay $10,000 and spend 5 years in jail.
Per fish.
Per fish. That's right, per fish. That's federal law in the works. They tried to pass it twice in a row, failed both times. It's coming back again. Ola Watson is here. Let's see if I can get Ola up. Ola, hello,
Hi.
hello.
We're outside looking at.
You're
some
outside. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Where are you located?
We're in Hilo, Hawaii, Big Island.
In Hawaii. Oh, my.
Mhm.
So in the dead of winter, living in Hawaii, we're looking at warm water outdoor ponds. How nice. Yeah,
Lots of algae.
What's in there? Algae, right.
Baby guppies.
Oh, yeah. See them.
They take care of the mosquito larvae and
Yes.
kind of all the little living things
Look
underneath.
at the guppies, right.
A lot of endlers. Turns out endlers are okay in colder water. It's been getting a little chilly here. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
cold.
What is chili? Give me a number.
Chilly is like 60.
60 is chili. Yeah.
And if it drops below 60, it's freezing for anybody in Hawaii.
Nice.
But yeah.
Are you on the Big Island?
Yes, we're on the Big Island. We're on the Puna side, near the volcano.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mhm. Lots of little earthquakes. I think we're expecting the Hale Ma'u crater to erupt soon, so we might see a little bit more lava.
Wow.
Yep. I just wanted to share you some of the growth in the outside stuff.
Love it. Very nice.
And-
Outdoor ponds are so much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to add like snails and
Some plants.
maybe
Yeah,
a lot of plants. The extra growth that comes
that'll be
from the
great
tank.
fun. Well, keep us
Okay.
posted as you do that. Very
Thank you
nice.
very much.
Thank you very much, Ella. Happy to have you with us. Let's
Okay.
see. Meme Daddy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Father Fish.
There you are. Oh my, look at this.
Here it is.
Tell us about it.
So I set this one up on I think it was Saturday.
Okay.
I planted it and all the rocks I got from my pond outside. And I put a little beta in on day 2, like you said.
Okay.
And the substrate, I'm a little worried it's not thick enough.
It looks fine. I don't think you
It
have a
does?
problem with it. It may be, the sand may be shallow over here toward the right. I don't know whether I'm looking at shadow or not. If it's the
Let
same,
me get my phone. I can light it up for you.
okay.
There.
Okay.
Yep,
No,
it's
I
all
think
dirt.
it's fine. You have a very thin dirt layer, but it's a small tank.
Yeah, it's an 8-gallon.
Yeah, no, I think you're fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, it's better to do it that way in a very small tank to have a much thinner layer of soil rather than full inch. And you've got half inch or less, which is perfectly appropriate. It allows you to have less sand too, so it gives you in a small tank more viewing space. No, I think it's absolutely fine.
Perfect.
Not a problem at all.
Right when I started to watch your channel, I set this
Yeah.
guy up too. And it
Okay.
has a couple guppies and mollies, and it's all planted, but it has a purple light on it.
Ah,
So it's harder
nice.
to see.
Yeah.
I set that one up too.
Yeah, plants kind of wash out on purple, don't they?
Yeah,
Or
is there any
blue. Yeah.
is there any bad things that come with purple lighting compared to white?
No, I don't think so. It just does not provide the opportunity for the plants to do photosynthesis, but make sure they get some white light.
Okay. I keep
during
my
the
window
day.
open in my room.
At least 6 hours of white
All
light.
And the plants in this tank, just these ones over here, they're dying. What should I do about that?
Let me see the rest of the tank. How much light? Yeah, I see that. They kind of all look a little weak. I think you don't have enough light on the tank.
All right.
I think you need a brighter light, and probably the light that you have on, leave it on 24/7. Don't turn it off at all.
I haven't turned. I've been listening to your instructions. I haven't turned it off.
Okay, then you probably need more light.
All right.
I would guess that's the issue.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It looks fine otherwise, but it does seem a little dim.
Well, all right. I just wanted to show you my new Father Fish tank.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Meme. I appreciate you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Then Cornwall wants to know if somebody brought cake. Yes, I do have cake. I've been saving it for just such a moment as this, but I'm not going to eat it because I had a big dinner. Psycho Plant Lady talking about joining the show. Important to do. If you've not been on the show yet, you need to get there and check it out. It is such a joy. Who is it? Sean Ring. Sean, hello.
Hey, Father Fish. Hey, did you see that stuff all over the plants I talked to you about, I think, last week?
Yes.
What is that, and how do I get rid of it?
Oh boy. Put a sponge filter in there.
We do.
Yeah.
You need to suck it out. It just debris.
Yeah. See, this got the filtration in the back, and I got 2 large
You're gonna
sponges
get
back there.
plants too. You might cut your lights back some.
It's about what, 8 hours, 6 hours?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Right.
Okay. I'll try that. I appreciate you.
You bet. Well, thank you, Sean, very much.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Stacy Green, welcome to Snook. Nice to have you on the team. James is saying, I wish I had that much hair growing on me. Talking about my wig here. All right. Sky Blue. Getting you a wrench. Bob S. What's Bob saying here? Never seen a stream of people streaming live. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I used to do this all the time. A few years ago, I was doing live streams for 2 hours every morning. And this is what we did. We just sat around talking to each other, people coming up in and out. It was a kind of a free-for-all. A lot of fun. Big birds. Starting my first father fish tank this weekend. Well, you're very welcome, man. Welcome to the natural aquarium movement. Well, by the way, we have a new, I'm getting you a wrench here. We have a new video coming out this weekend that is announcing a major breakthrough in fish keeping. And it's something that many of you are already doing. But it has created an experience that is unique in the history of fish keeping, because we're now creating for the first time permanent aquariums that need never be broken down. So new video coming out about that major breakthrough. Mary Valent. Hello, Mary. Nice to have you with us. We'll get you a wrench and get you in the fatherfish shoal here. Yes, it is fun to see all the different tanks. Stacy Green, thank you so much, Stacy. Bob says, what? I'm no moderator. Sure you are, Bob. Much as anyone is. My local fish shop has taken up interest after I introduced them to your method. Looking forward to seeing them establish some tanks to show you on the live stream. Well, look forward to that, James. That's exciting. Yeah, we need to get more and more shops engaged in doing natural environments, natural aquariums. And it's happening. It's coming. The chatter is everywhere. Everywhere. Who says try Antiphilos Poppy Spirou. A month ago I asked you about flower horn and planet tank. Your advice went very good, and I'm happy about it. Want your personal opinion about flower horn Zenzu specifically. I don't know enough about the recent developments in flower horns to know them by that designation yet. Let's see, who's this? Chad.
Hey, Father. Good day, Father Fish. Actually, good evening.
Hi, how are you? What do we have here?
Today is well, actually 2 days ago, this has been 3 years old with no maintenance.
Wow.
Now, I love my trumpets, and I have other arrangements here. It's kind of limited, but it's been a functioning ecosystem, and it's 3 years old.
Yes, absolutely. And I tell you, it looks a little sparse, but all you really need to do is add more plants to it, and they'll jump right up because you have a very rich environment.
All right, get over here. Then that's a little under 3. Well, it's a little over 3 years. This one. It's a little sparse too as well. All right.
Yep.
And this right here, I just want to reaffirm to everybody through your education and your help and your knowledge that these tanks are establishable and they are almost maintenance free. All I do is add water.
I'm glad you showed us this because it demonstrates something very important. And that is that in spite of a virtual complete lack of any kind of maintenance, the tank remains healthy and dynamic. It has not a lot of plants in it, but the plants, if you look at the plants are perfectly healthy. If you look at those leaves on that sword that are falling down, leaves on any plant normally die. That's the function of a leaf. The leaf does not remain on a plant permanently. It has a lifespan, and it's a rather short lifespan on the plant itself. Think of trees. Plants last for one season and are gone, and then new leaves will grow. The same with this sword, the same with any plant. The fact that you have melting leaves is not a sign of ill health. If you look and see green new leaves growing, coming up in this case out of the center, you will know you have a perfectly normal, healthy plant that's doing as it should be.
I want to show you these trumpets right here, and they come up so quick. It seems like the bigger the plant gets, or the more the age of the plant, the shoots go up really quick. There's a prime example right here that
right.
shoot is just like really, and they come up quick, you know?
Yep.
And
nice.
Father Fish, I have never cleaned these filters on this tank. Never, none of my tanks.
Nice. Yeah, you've got some debris. You know what would be good? Start building a food web. Get some leaves and some mulch in there. That's going to help clean that up, and it'll create a whole new population.
Yeah, I put some leaves, and I've got some stuff right here, little branches and stuff from
I see that. Yeah.
Yes, I do follow your channel and all your other outlets, Facebook. I follow the little chat thing. What do you call that? It's not Instagram, but where you have a well-developed what is it called? That messaging thing.
The Discord channel.
Yes, I have that. Father Fish yourself has helped me. You yourself have come on, and I want to relate. I want to share my experience with you guys. What I've gone through is very people are very gentle with you. I'm a very personable person, and I don't reach out very much. But Father Fish, the interactions I had with you and your other people, man, I appreciate you. I really do.
Thank you so much, Chad. That's very, very kind of you to say so.
Bye for now.
I love your tanks. Love your tanks.
Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you, Chad. Who says Hagen? Hagen Hill Design. Hello, Hagen.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, look at this.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an update since the last time you showed our tank. About 3 months ago.
Okay.
We set this tank up.
Well, it looks
and
great.
we showed it once on your show and tell. It might have been one of your first ones.
Okay.
And it was cool. The plants have exploded. I mean, they've gotten so big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3 months time, these tiny little plants have
Look at that
turned
job.
into something big.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty angels.
Yeah, they're getting bigger. They spawned in here too, on this plant here. We ended up clipping the leaf, but they spawned on that plant.
Oh, really? Oh,
this,
nice.
This one here, along with The other one is right down there.
Okay, there he
Those two
is.
formed a partnership.
Wonderful. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. There's a lot of tannins in the water. We don't mind it. It's a little more yellow. But it's
Yeah.
mostly, I believe, tannins. Everything is doing great.
Looks wonderful. Beautiful tank.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hagen, very much.
Well, thank you for teaching us how to do it.
You
We
bet.
wouldn't have known otherwise.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Well, take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Neil. Neil Pinto.
Hey, Father Fish, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I said, you know what? I couldn't hear you the last 2 times. It seems like the technical issues have been solved.
Yeah, we got things. We finally got things straightened out.
Perfect. My 6-year-old son Maximus has been dying for me to show this tank, so I said, let me try to get on today.
Okay.
So we started this tank back in March. I just kind of got all the stuff, and then I started to do the research, and I learned your method. But I already got gravel in here. So this is what we have so far. We got fully planted. It's in gravel. Got the Amazon sword, a bunch of jungle val in the back, some moneyworts, some java fern. And we got some frog bit floating up there at the top. And in here we got a bunch of some guppies, a couple platies. There's a hill stream loach somewhere here. Couple dwarf chain loaches, and his favorite fish is a coolie loach. So
Nice.
we got about 5 or 6 coolie loaches in here.
That's cool. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Have him. He can do this himself. Get a bucket of sand and have him put a handful of sand in at a time, and do it every day for a couple of weeks, just 1 or 2 hands full, until you get another full inch on top of that gravel. And that will give you a deep substrate, fully developed tank. There, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? So I'm planning, I do want to put sand. Should I take everything out?
No, don't get the thing out. Leave everything as it is.
Like even the plants, just put the sand on top? Because I was thinking I could take all the plants out, put sand, and then replant everything again.
No, have your son do this.
Okay.
Take the lid, lift the lid up.
Yeah.
Hold the bucket up, hold him up there. Have him take a handful of sand out of the bucket and release it into the tank.
Okay.
Just one time, maybe 2, no more. And then do that every day.
And just let the sand sit wherever it falls, just let it go.
Yeah.
Whether it's on wood, plants, just pour the sand in.
It'll come off. If it's on wood or stone, it'll come off. It'll find its way to the bottom.
Right.
It may sit on the plant for a short time, but it'll find its way off. If you want him to give him a little net or a stick to kind of swish it off of plants, you can do that, but probably not necessary at all.
Right. And how much sand would you say I should put? This is how much gravel there is right now. How much sand on top of it do you think?
1 inch of sand on top of that.
Okay.
But do not do it all at once. Let him do it.
Yeah.
Let him do 1 handful at a time every day. Do it for weeks. It may take 2 to 3 weeks to get a full inch built up.
Right.
Put a tiny amount in at a time.
Right. And the plants density, is this can I put it more in here, or should I put is this good?
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
I
like it.
All right, because we just had the only issue I had is I got some water sprites a couple weeks ago, and ever since I put it in, I don't know if you can see it in the corner here, it just started to die, and it's the only plant that really died. Like the java fern's good, the val is good, the swords are good, but for whatever reason, the money sprite just decided to melt away.
I can do that. That's fairly normal.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
About it. The other plants look wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. You know what? He's he really likes fish. I'm surprised he really got into it, and it's nice to see him get excited about something. See, he likes feeding the bloodworms and everything. So The only
Well,
thing now we have to convince mommy to give us another tank.
make sure he puts the sand in.
I will. No, he'll love that.
10 pull at a time. Oh, he will.
He'll love that.
He won't understand it at first, but after a while, you'll see what it's doing. And
You know what? He saw your video, and I think he gets it because he does say can we put dirt in? But I told him I can't really put dirt anymore. We already got the tank going. But
when you put the sand in, all the fish and the plants, they make dirt that gets down below that sand, and you'll see in 6 months there'll be a dirt layer on the bottom.
Nice. Okay, you know what? I will definitely do that with him, and I will check in a few months, show you the new sand-based tank that we have here,
and have him brag on it.
I will. Father Fish, can you do me a small favor? Can you just say hi, Maximus, for me? He'll love it when I show up tomorrow.
Yes. Excited about your tank. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to do, putting sand in your tank. That'll be wonderful.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. You have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, here's Sean.
Hey, I forgot to ask you something. I was just on here. That stuff right there on the valve. I know you said it's stuff floating around, but is that algae as well?
It's algae, yeah. It could be that it looks like algae. I would say it is. Just too much light.
Right. How often would you cut it back to? I got it running 12 hours a day right now.
Yeah, cut it back to about 10 and then maybe to 8. You can start at 8.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about that, the Luigi Super Red?
If you will,
will that affect it any?
If you will put, no, it should be fine. It looks okay. If you put some snails in there, they'll gobble up that loose algae too.
Getcha. Okay. Well, that's it. And I'll talk to you later then.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Who's this? Neil? Are you back? Are you there, Neil? Gone. Okay. Let's see if we can get rid of that. I don't want to ban him. Won't be allowed back in. We don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's just. There we go. Okay. All right. How we doing time-wise here? 9:20. We are over, but we kind of got a slow start. So.
And we got a sermon in the boat.
And we got a sermon in the middle, right? So an added benefit, little bonus there. True. Trish and shared my tank a bit ago. Got to ask about my frog bit. I like it. And I think frog bit is probably one of the more desirable floating plants because it tends not to take over the way duckweed or salvinia can. So yeah, I like it. It's fine. All right. How are we doing here? Dean is going to bed on us, as is James. So I guess I need to as well. I'm glad we finally got it together and got back up here. We may really belong here. Although John looks very comfortable over there.
Yeah, I got the good chair.
He did indeed. I took a nap at 6 o'clock and John woke me up at 7:45. By the time I came to, it was 8 o'clock and we just weren't ready for it all. We got somebody else up here. Who's this? Tony Bayou. Oh, Mama. Mama, hello.
Hey,
How are you, dear?
I'm fine. I have been busy today.
I see you have. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Are you there?
I don't know why this thing is.
I
Well, I did all this today. I had a friend come help me. Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Good. I hear you. Go ahead. Tell us what you've been doing.
Uh, apparently, we're lagging. We're lagging, but here's this tank. This is 65 gallon.
Nice. Oh, big tanks. Big tanks.
What kind of light is she using?
Yeah, what kind of light is that? John wants to know what kind of light you have.
Oh, up there, that is the Sansi 200-watt light.
That big LED floodlight. That's gorgeous. And there's another one there. Look at that.
And these, I just ordered another Higer light with the remote for that tank.
Okay.
This is the 75 gallon Angel.
What a pretty angel.
This
Oh,
is
my.
the new one.
Oh, my. Look at this.
This is going to be the 40 gallon blue shrimp and black bar endless. And look,
Okay.
I got a thing floating in there. I'll cook out, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And
Nice.
excuse the house, but I've been busy
Oh,
working.
it's lovely. Look at that.
I'm
Oh, my.
having a little
Look at all this
breathing
shrimp.
problem.
Hundreds of shrimp in there. My word.
I think I'm having a haze problem.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I'm not sure what to do with it right now.
Well, the fish seem to be enjoying it.
Yes, they're fine. But this is it.
Oh, what a great room. I love it.
Yes, I don't really ever have losses.
Right.
And they were asleep, so they're a little
Okay.
hidden. There's
Well,
one.
oh, look at him. Isn't he gorgeous?
He's got
Black
huge
tail.
skin.
Wow.
Come on
Nice.
out, babe. Come here. They usually come right to me.
Is that right? Yeah. They'll let me have them.
I'm waiting for it. Here he comes. I want you to see his fin. Look how long.
Peter suggested putting a sponge filter or a little box filter in that tank to clear up that haze.
Yeah,
And
I have a sponge and then I have a large mat.
that's not working. You could do small water changes, like a 10% water change, no more than 10%. See if that does it.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Very nice, Tony.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Thank you so much. I don't know why we have a lag.
Appreciate you coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father Fish.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. Well, anybody else? Last call. Final call. Wonderful to be with you all. Love you all. We'll be back Sunday evening at 6 for 2 hours.
And I'll wake Father Fish up earlier.
Yes, and John's going to wake me up half an hour early so we can get it all together. I don't know that it would have helped, but it was kind of an unseen eventuality that I think we finally have hopefully resolved. Love you all. See you Sunday evening. Bye for now.